Hi friends, today we are going to discuss with a very important chapter, coordinate geometry. Actually, this chapter contains more marks in the public exam, and this chapter is very easy. Okay, we'll start the basics. So in this chapter we are discussing about distance formula, then section formula, and in that some topics like what is meant by equidistance, and what is meant by origin. So majorly these four topics it will be covered in this lesson. Okay. So see, first of all, coordinate geometry. It's a in this distance formula. So distance formula is nothing but as a, like, suppose we are in the one place. So we are in a one place and our home is in one place and our school will be in the one place. This is a school. Okay. And what is the distance between these two places? In practical view we will tell that kilometers, but in the mathematical view, so it's like a graph. Here there is a 2 points they given, one is a, b. So first point whatever they given we assume as a x1 y1, and the second point whatever they given we will assume as a x2 y2. Okay, so the first point is related to the a and the second point is related to b, and that to this side. Understand? So actually, so two places, one is a home, one is a school. Normally distance between the two places in the practical view we will tell in the kilometer, but in the mathematical view we will take as a points, here a and here b. The first point no x1 y1 we will call as x1 y1. Second place no, it will called x2 y2. So for example here no they given as a 2 and 3. Here 2 will be the x1 and 3 will be the y1. So here 4 and 5. 4 will be the x2 and 5 will be the y2. So now how to find out the distance between these 2 points? We have a formula. We have a distance formula. So distance between the 2 points AB is equals to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here which is the x2 here? x2 will be the 4 minus x1 will be the 2. 4 minus 2 whole square plus y2 will be the 5 minus y1 will be the 3. 5 minus 3 whole square. So totally. So if you do means 2 square, nothing but as a 4 plus 5 minus 3. 2. 2 whole square is a 4. So what is the answer? Root 8 is the answer. So root 8 is the answer between these 2 points. Okay. So next, I think you understand the distance formula. So the example 1, can you able to see this example 1? In this example 1, do the points 3 comma 2 minus 2 comma minus 3, 2 comma 3 forms a triangle. So if so, name the type of triangle is formed. Suppose no, I told you like 2 points A and B. Suppose A we consider as x1 y1, B we consider as an x2 y2. But when we are seeing here 3 points is there. So if you assume A, this is a B and this is a C. 3 points they given. Now in the 3 points, how will you calculate the distance? It's very simple. At a time take two points at a time. Suppose no, for triangle how many sides we have? So we have a 3 sides. Okay. So first of all A, B, C. Now first now calculate the AB distance. So A and B point take at a time and give name as x1, y1, x2, y2. Then next time BC. Then next time AC. So what you have to do? You have to calculate the AB by using the distance formula, and next time BC by using the distance formula, and CA. So now they're asking it forms a triangle. First of all, we have to know how many types of triangle is there. See, there are a normal triangle. Normal triangle means what? Just a minute. Okay, so AB, BC, CA. So now they're asking whether it is form a triangle. If so, the name of the type of a triangle. So how many normally, majorly we are getting right angle triangle. So right angle triangle nothing but as a two sides is equals to the third side. This is a hypotenuse. This is the largest side and we call it as hypotenuse, and this is the opposite side, this is adjacent side. That means this is a two sides. Suppose if you give us a PQR. So PQR is a triangle, then two sides is equals to third side. That means Pythagoras theorem. As per the Pythagoras theorem, PQ square plus QR square is equals to PR square. So if it is satisfied means it will be the right angle triangle. Or else another type is there, any two sides is equal. Suppose PQ is equals to QR. Then it's became an isosceles triangle. So the triangles also so many varieties is there. Now we are discussing about the right angle triangle. So whether it is forms a right angle triangle, we will see. The right angle triangle, the formula will be two sides is equals to PQ square plus QR square is equals to PR square. So this is the two sides is equals to third side. Now no PQ square, just tell PQ square. Use the distance formula, we got 7 root 7. Then QR, so 7.21. If you plus 1.41, so that means it's satisfied this one. Then we have to tell them it was a right angle triangle. So which is right angle triangle. These calculations you can do yourself because it's a very easy. You have to use a distance formula. The distance formula will be this one, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula you have to use for this question. Then coming to the next one, so it's a right angle triangle over. Next one will be the show the points of the 1, 7, 4, 2, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4, 4 are the vertices of the square. So they're asking about the square. So whether it is forms as squares or not. Now we are discussing about the 4 points. So square will be like this, no? So now just give the names A, B, C, D. Now what we have to do? The same principle you have to need to follow. Take at a time two points. First do AB, then BC. Sorry, this is a D. Okay. So first do AB, then BD, then CD, then AC. So first of all, what you have to do? AB, then BC. As per them, how they taken, no? Just I will tell you. As per them, no, they are taken like this. This is square A B C D. So first they done AB, CAB, then BC, then CD, then DA. So first of all, what we have to do? We have to apply the distance formula. For the all, if 4 points is given means at a time 2 points. Just take, this is a square, no? First do AB, then BC, then CD, then DA you have to do. And what is whether it is forms as squares or not? First of all, square properties we have to know. Square means what? Square means all four sides will be equal. The first property will be the four sides will be equal. Four sides, if equal means it will be the square. And the second one will be diagonals also should be equal. Diagonals. So I can show you in the diagram. This is a square. So first of all A, B, C, D. Suppose if you are getting AB root 34. What you have to get? BC. BC also root 34. CD also you have to get root 34. DA also you will get root 34. That means all four sides equal. Then you will tell it was a square. Okay, the first condition is satisfied. But the second condition also we need to check. Okay, so first condition only we are not confirmed that it was a square. We have to check the second condition as well. Second conditional will be diagonals should be equal. Diagonals nothing but as this one, this one, this one. Like AC equals to BD. So AC and BD. If you do calculations no by using the distance formula, AC should be equals to BD. Suppose AC is getting root 68. What BD has to be BD also has to be root 68. So I hope you understand this as well as. Now coming to the third question, no? Yes. So exam this third question. So figure 7.6 show that arrangement of the desk in a classroom. Ashima, Bharti, Kamala are seated in at a row A 3, 1, B 6, 4, C 6, 8, 6 respectively. Do you think they are seated in a line? Give reasons for your answer. First of all, no, just they're given some diagram, and in the diagram, no, ABC is there, and they're giving the points as well as they're asking whether they are sitting in the line or not. Suppose no, we can form like this, no, see, like this. So it's formed like a right angle triangle. That means if they're sitting in the line means they can form a right angle triangle. So what is a right angle triangle? This one properties. Right angle triangle nothing but as a Pythagoras theorem should be satisfied. If you satisfied means it should be right angle triangle. So for that what we have to do? You have to do first of all AB and BC and CA. So two sides should be equals to the third side. So we'll see that in answer. See, they done AB, BC and AC. So see, A plus B plus C is equals to AC. That means they sit in the line. Okay, and now coming to this fourth question. The fourth question here some topic will be added. The topic will be equidistance. What is meant by the equidistance? Suppose, see, first of all, every time we are finding the distance between the A and B. Now, equidistance means there is a middle one point is there. What will there? So middle one point is there. We called as a P, and this name we can give as a XY. So actually equidistance means from this point to this point is a equal when compared to the this point to this. That means AP is equals to PP. So everything is normal, but equidistance means one point is dividing the full line into the two parts, and the two parts will be equal. And what they will do, no, find the relation between the x and y such that xy is an equidistance from the points of 7, 1, 3, 5. Every time, no, for the these points, no, whatever the given points, first point will be the 7, 1 and B will be the 3, 5, and whatever the points should be x and y. If they specifically given the point, no, then we can take. If they not given means you have to assume that point will be the x and y. Now you have to find out this x and y only. For that, no, you will use the simple equation. This is equidistance means AP. First you have to do AP by using the distance formula, and is equals to PB. This two by using the distance formula. In that, no, in the place of x1 y1, no, you have to take xy. In the place of x2 y2, no, you take 3, 5 when you are doing PB. The same time if you are doing AP means x1 will be y1 will be 7, 1 and x2 y2 will be x, y. So you have to do the by using the distance formula. First you have to do AP, then you will got something, and BP also, then you will get a equation. So it's a very easy only. Next coming to this one, the same thing, but what will happen? No, they're giving some information, extra information related to the point. Suppose, no, see, find the point on a y-axis which is equidistant from the points of A and B. Now they are talking about equidistance. If it equidistance means you have to put AB and one point is breaking the total part into the two parts equally. So the point will be the x, y. So but here, no, P point they're discussing something. See, find the point on y-axis. Point where it will be there, it will be in the y-axis. So they are saying that the point will be the y-axis. Suppose the point only in the y-axis means x will be what? 0, right? So then we can take as a 0, y. So the point only x-axis means we will take as a x, 0. So that is the two conditions you have to learn. The point in the y-axis means you have to take the point will be y-axis. Only y point is alive, and x point will be the 0. And the point in the lies on the y-axis, so x-axis only means x will be alive and the y point will be the 0. So that you have to consider. So now y-axis means y point only alive, x will be not alive, 0, y. Now a point will be the 6, 5 and b point will be the minus 4, 3. Now what you have to do? Equidistance. So then equation is AP equals to PB you have to do, and this y you have to find out. It's a very easy. Then coming to the next one, no, we are going to the exercise. So